So hello. Today I'm inside because it's ripping it down with rain, and there's the washing that's inside, and there's the Hoover. Hello, mate. Oh, you're all right, you sucker. Anyway, what I'd like to do today is have a look at this, which is an amazing outfit, which belonged to a sailor in the the Royal Navy. And he's got all sorts of things going on here, isn't he? There's all sorts of patches, which is really cool, and it is actually a full uniform. I don't know where this bit goes, isn't it? I wouldn't like to do it, so I won't, because it's pointless pretending that I know what I'm up to, because I haven't got a clue. But I guess that's a lanyard, like you'd wear over your shoulder. And I guess this is a ribbon like you'd wear around your neck. Or in your hair maybe, if you fancy it, isn't it? So there you go. So what are we talking about here? So one of the patches, this is a diver second class. And to pass that, you need a PDA course, potential dive assessment they call it, and a DPF something or other, a diver personal fitness test, DPFT it'll be, won't it? Which goes on about in something like 4 meters of water. Well, I've been there, innit? I've done that myself. Not the Navy one, I've done the dive thing. I've been in 4 meters of water, and it is actually quite frightening. My respirator, or whatever they call it, that's in your mouth, filled up with my own saliva because I was so slobbering at looking at all the fish in it. I thought, salted. I'm salted down here with all this fish. And so I started inhaling my own saliva. And I started freaking out. But my buddy diver, who was actually holding my hand, this dive took place in Bali, in Indonesia. And he sort of blew. He punched me in the chest and then blew hard on his respirator, or whatever you call it, aspirator or whatever it is, attached to the oxygen tanks in it, so you can breathe. And so I followed him and blew it, and suddenly I was back normal. I thumbs up. He thumbs up. You thumbs up, and you do a lot of thumbs up in it. Thumbs go up a lot in diving. If they go down, you're in deep shit. But yeah, so anyway, back to the chase. This chap, then they do a swim test, which is 3 meters, 6 meter jumps off a diving board, and they try and do a try dive after a 5 meter depth test and stuff, and all sorts of stuff. So what do Royal Navy divers do? Well, they do ordnance disposal mostly. They're looking for mines on ships and stuff, and they do rescues, and they do all sorts of stuff for the civilian world that we live in, that we don't take it for, we take it for granted, but they're there doing it, innit? So, no, he's not a corporal. Those stripes mean service. They're basically, those 2 stripes mean he's served 8 years, this lad, who's ever been in there. And every stripe is 4 years. Every stripe's a winner. Every stripe is gold. I'm joking. These boys are hard, tough nuts, don't you worry. I bet you if this lad had worn this thing, he'd punch me down by now for joking about his uniform. But these are, so he's 8 years in, isn't he? He's 8 years in. And what's his rank? Well, I think he's a leading rating, or an OR3. Well, it is ironically the equivalent of a corporal. But he's done his bird, hasn't he? And he's been on ship, on deck, standing on deck. So let's have a look at the label, isn't it? Oh, there you go. What does it say on there? I'll have to move the little lanyard business across so we can look at it. It says jumper for some reason. They call them jumpers. Jumpers Mans, Class 2, Royal Navy. And then there's a bit and bob there. You can all read if you want to. And the bottom bit's probably just washing instructions in it. I can't read it. It's probably out of focus anyway. No, my luck. It's dry clean anyway. But there is this neckerchief that I do like these sorts of things, I must say. Excuse me, I've got the wind today. I do like them. My uncle Joe was in the Royal Navy, and hats off to the blighter. He was a really tough nut, I can tell you. This Navy corporal, or whatever he's, oh, well, no, he's not a corporal, is he? What's the rank again? I've forgotten myself, because I do have notes in it. I've got to have notes. Leading rating. This Navy leading rating, second class qualification diver, was also a sniper. And you'd think, that's interesting, isn't it? What would they be doing? What, they're shooting seagulls, innit? Don't nick me chips. But no, they have snipers in the Navy, so when they do landing parties, that they can shoot things, you know, or protect themselves from something or other, isn't it? Who knows only what. But sorry, there's the leading rating. That's the insignia for leading rating, OR3. Wonderful. Well done, sir. I salute you, because I could never do it, innit? I can't stand them. I can't stand being on board something unless it's a surfboard. I love the sea, and I've seen the sea many times as a lad, you know, but what these jackets have is the zips, you see, to zip them up and that. There are trousers. There's a shirt. I'm not going to lift that, because otherwise you'd accuse me of all sorts of stuff, innit? I'm no shirt lifter. But there you go. There are the trousers in there, you see. And that's the, I don't know what they call it. I'm not an expert, is it? I'm not even pretending to be one. So there you go. Whatever you call it. If anyone put it in the comments what you like to say, as long as it's not negative, otherwise I just delete it, innit? Because I can't be bothered. I've got enough negativity in my life as it is, so I can't be bothered with more. But there you go. That is a Royal Naval leading ratings uniform, and it's dancing. But it's on board, isn't it? I mean, that was a joke actually. When my uncle used to get back off ship, which is true, because he was on ship a lot. Apparently, they could tell he was off ship because he used to walk like a penguin, left and right, because he was so used to being balancing on the motion of the ship, on rocking on the sea sort of thing, that when he got on dry land, he had motion sickness, so he would walk, you know, staggering about like he was pissed. Well, having said that, he might well have been. Anyway, thanks ever so much for watching. I hope you found this of some interest. And as always, all the very best wishes to you. Cheers. Thank you. No, I can't turn the phone off, innit? No, the phone's not switching off, is it? Well. It'll have to in the end, innit? It's got the battery will have to die, innit? Come on, let's have it. I'll have to crash out of it. Sorry, it's going, isn't it? I have to crash out of it, this one.